Najma! Hi everyone! And yes, Silver, this is an example of my random mild psychic abilities. Because it is one of those I knew before you asked. Ooh, head pat. Yes, hello Nerf, hello Silver, hello Ingrid. And yes, we're going to be back with some more blueprints today. I'm pretty excited to get back to this one, because we did... we did a bunch of... What? I didn't purr? Did my purr not go through? I heard myself purring. That's not good. Is my mic? I assume my mic is working. Yes, still no purr? Is the purr messed up? Hi, Lemonade. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can fix that. Because I might be able to fix that. Where's the thingy? Go to this one. Studio mode. Because I assume that is the audio messing up again. That should work, though. Where is that on my thingy so I can compare this? And then, what would be a good one for me to test and see if that works? Probably... I could give you all a heart attack and test with the confetti. That one's pretty loud. Here, we're gonna do... Okay, that looked like it worked. Did you guys hear that one? Because it looks like it jumped on that one. Okay. So then, if that one had sound, let's try the boop one. That one definitely had sound. And for good measure, we can do the head pat one too. Here we go. Yeah, looks like it has sound. I think we're good. There we go. Yes, I purr. Alright, so I can pop back out of that into where I can see everyone a little bit better. Alright, and now we can continue our game. I think we're on like day 29, it said. Yes. Hi, Hatter, how are you? Yeah, we did a lot of the safes last time. And I hope we can do some more of them this time, or at least get back into the basement again. Which means that we need to get to the antechamber still. So we're gonna go pick up that. We don't need that. We'll do outside first. See what we get in the outer room. Your Twitch keeps freezing. That doesn't sound good. You could try YouTube as well. I am live on YouTube too. Shelter is pretty good, especially since you could also open doors with that. Hovel. Steps don't matter until they do. Trading post I'm liking less and less. So I'm between hovel and shelter. I think we'll try... We already have 2 gems and I don't want to make gems worthless, so let's do shelter. And we don't even need to go in there. Because we'll just interact with it on computer in the mansion later. Because we need to get the lab for that one to actually function. It's an internet problem, that sucks. Alright, so we go this way first. Oh, freezer right off the bat. Definitely don't want that. Bedroom's not terrible, but it's not a good place for it. 2 items off the bat. I guess we'll do bedroom. And hi, Jaden. Oh, is that... Oh, we get car keys. Okay. That'll be good if we find the garage. Yeah, nothing else here. So we go this way. Passageway, hallway, pantry. They're not the direction we want. Early passageway honestly kind of sucks. Because that and that spot is kind of a waste. But same with the hallway. I think that's at least a little bit better. So we'll go with that one. We'll keep going north for now. Chapel's not terrible. Spare bedroom kind of works. I think let's go chapel and get it out of the way. Though that the annoying part is that we might want to walk past that several more times, which means that we might lose more money. And hi, Digger. So do we want spare bedroom? I guess we'll go chapel. We'll trust gut, say chapel. We can actually come back that way later. I think we're getting a bit too deep too quickly. Let's go investigate to the right. Let's do, I think, a den? It's not a terrible place for a den, but den is a really nice one. And we'll go with it. Hi, Eternal. Glad you could make it. You're cleaning your room? Well, you'll have a nice clean room by the end of that. We'll go this way. Walk-in closet, storeroom. I think we'll go... Walk-in closet should get us the gem back, so I think that one. Yep, there's the gem back. And we get a salt shaker as well as that key. And now we're missing one more item somewhere. A coupon book over here. Alright. Is there anything else? I think we'll go this way. Courtyard right there? Not quite set on that. I think let's just make this the closet den. So now we get this one too. Lucky rabbit's foot, greater chance of finding items. And then now let's see if we can go north. Study. It's not what I was expecting there, but it's not bad. Could also breakfast nook it. Also, hello, Eternal. I don't know if I properly said hello. I did mention you, but I don't remember if I said the word hello. Oh yeah, I was thinking about adding a sound to that one and having it say Majma, so everyone greets me in Haywen when they do the say hi. I'm leaning towards the study because I don't think we've actually opened up the one in that one. Can you do the cool glitch you can do with water? I'm confused. Do you mean the breaking the hydrate? Because I don't do that. You guys do that. Yeah, we've not opened this one. Yeah, breaking the hydrate is you guys. Okay, that's not new. And I believe it was supposed to be this one. This was like December 8th or something, D8. You're trying to break the hydrate. Yep. Okay, that one's simple once you know where to look. Alright. Do you want me to read it first, then hydrate, or hydrate, then read it? Alright, are you done with the hydrate? Nope, you're not. Okay. And hi, Crisp! Guess I'm doing the hydrates now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. You should probably eat something then, Eternal. Alright, so December 8th. Me? No, M. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or two. It's all lining up, and all of our hard work is about to come to fruition. I have just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 more to be pure opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run. Assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. We should begin these trials without delay once you arrive. If you can, within the next 2 months, fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the pressure of the servant staff. Until we meet on shores of white sand, Caleb. Oh, hey, closed exhibit. The doors in this room are security locked. Okay. So we opened that one up, and that means that we've gotten 5 of the safes open. Oh, I should actually mark that down on my little note thingy. That the study safe has been cracked. Which means we're still missing the office and 2 more, if I'm understanding the 8 dates crack 8 safes. Or 8, if you count small gates, 8 dates crack 8 safes or something? I don't know. I could read the thing, but I'm a little bit busy. Wandering around. That does not sound normal, Eternal. Though you are generally rather chaotic, so I don't know for sure. Oh, I forgot that this was sheltered, so I guess we don't have to worry about it at all. So is there like anything hidden? Sometimes there's like stuff in the pews, I think. No, it looks fine. Hi, 8-bit. How you? I think we'll do West Wing Hall here. I don't want to do lavatory because I don't want to shelter lavatory. I don't know if today is the day. I really don't. Greenhouse. Not terrible. I'm getting a little bit worried though. I guess we'll get greenhouse. Oh, I should have checked how fertile the ground was on this one, because we do still have that many. Oh hey, we got a metal detector. We like those. And then that does south door if we get a broken lever. Did I pick one that just doesn't have anything? Hang on, let me double check my thingy.
These bits were going to go towards uppies anyway, so you can have them regardless.
Fair enough. Hi, Aniki. Oh yeah, I accidentally put it in barren ground. I really should have checked. Why am I getting gnawed? Today is... Wait, today's... Why can't I read? Hang on. Today is the day that the first day of the rest of your life... What? Hang on. Today is the day that the first day of the rest of your life, for today is the day that you wake from your slumber and meow at the sun. Meow, 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 meow. I don't know why I couldn't read that. I don't have a proper answer for that either. All of these kind of suck, honestly. Hi, Tanny. 1, 2. You broke it. Now I've got to fix the thingy. Where is that pipe? There we go. Got it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And Tanny, that wasn't psychic. Silver literally warned you yesterday that they would just shout that at you the next time they saw you. We don't really need keys at the moment. Though we will need keys later. Oh shoot, YouTube side seems stable, but Twitch isn't. What the heck's going on? There we go. Updated there. Because confuse. Your critters, Eternal. Why would you rename yourselves to Curiosity? It's buffering. Confused. It looks like it's fine again. Though it's certainly not stable. I am a confuse. I'm gonna redraw these floor plans, I think. Oh, there's a kennel. I kind of want the kennel, but I also want the courtyard. Well, I don't want you guys to kill me. Why would I call you guys Curiosity? Try refreshing, Tanny. Maybe it's better. I don't know what's going on. We'll do kennel. I want to see the kennel. Puppy! Hi! Can I? I can pet! You can pet the puppies! Give them all the pets. There's like a door there. That's weird. Oh, we get that. What is that? Cat? Oh, right. That's one of the paper thingies. Okay. Wait. There's card, cart, and cat? I'm confused. Why is there 3 papers here? You poofs? Fair enough, Danny. I think we're gonna double back to the foundation at this point. because I wanna expand that way. We're going too far north again. I do really want a shovel, which we still don't have. And have fun in VR Tanny. The letter D is the only one not used? Not reused? Well, it's supposed to be that you find the one letter difference between two pictures. I don't know what it means when there's three pictures. Aquarium's not bad here. We could also commissary it. We'll go aquarium. Yeah, normally it's you take the two pictures, like these two here, and you find what is the letter difference, and then you mark it down in whatever cell you're in. And then you read them all out, and it makes a message. That's how that puzzle works. And we have the answer to those, and it just tells you how to solve the safes. So that's why we're kind of running around solving all the safes now. Hang on, let me double check my notes on something, because that one was... Yeah, so that one should have been D. D should have been the correct answer. I don't know what the cat picture was. That cat picture wasn't normally there. That shouldn't be possible. Oh, I guess because it's a dead end, technically. That it's fine. I don't like any of these rooms in this spot. Great Hall might technically be alright. Because we only have to worry about two. We'll go Great Hall here. And we'll come back to that one later, because that just gives us options for opening the antechamber. Was not a fan of that. We know Great Hall's locked. I didn't check Kennel. Let's... How do I want to do this? Let's go check Kennel, I think. Or, actually no. Well, we have a 1 in 3 shot in the Great Hall. So we don't know whether that's going to actually open properly. So we could either try and go Kennel route, or we could just go north here. I think we'll go this way first. We'll use the key. And then Courtyard is always left unlocked, so that's the best option here. So we know that we have at least 2 more options. And we get a shovel. Great, okay. So then we can dig. And that barking means that the doors were unlocked in this room, but that doesn't matter because it's already unlocked. Oh, we get a silver key. That's gonna be good. What happens if you use a special key on a door in the Great Hall that doesn't lead out? That's my question now. We'll go this way first. Gymnasium. I don't really care about the gymnasium one. I think we'll go... it does give the most options, though. But it's not the one that I'd worry about sheltering. We'll go commissary. And then... we'll not worry about that one yet. I don't think there's many other spots that we have dig spots in other than Foundation. So Foundation we know has some aquarium. Kennel had a bunch. I want to go dig up those ones in Kennel, but we'll go back to that one later. We'll check what the commissary has. No secret coins over here? No, we're fine. Okay. We've got magnifying glass. Ooh, sledgehammer. We do want a sledgehammer, but we don't have the coins for it yet. So I think that's what we're going to be saving up for. Alright, so that one's locked. We only have one special key. I do have coupons. Does that let me buy it with coupons? No, coupons only take off one, I think. Yeah, I don't have enough. And I might still have to have 2 more in order to do it. I don't know. Oh, cloister. Ah, shoot, we're 1 gem short of that. Okay, dining room's not a terrible draw there. I think we'll do dining room. Because that's close to 8. That's fine. We get key. That's good. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need to get 2 north in order to trigger this. Let's try this door. Okay, that door's fine. Library's not a terrible pick. It's not the ideal. Oh, pantry will give us what we need for the sledgehammer. But I don't know if I want to go that route immediately. Do we want library or do we want pantry? I think I'm leaning library. No, I'll go pantry. So now we have enough for that sledgehammer. We'll go back for it later. I guess we're going back for that now, unless this door is unlocked. Okay, that door is unlocked. Don't like that. Furnace. Locksmith is annoying spot. I guess we're going gymnasium, and I guess it is getting shielded. And we get some running shoes. Hang on, let's double check our map again. If we could find a broken lever and get antechamber south door open, that would work. So we do want one that does possibly go north. But we also don't want to block off either route currently. I think we will use our special key here. Use a silver key, which is more likely to pull more doors. I think we'll go conference room here. Actually, we could do dark room. Because we don't really care about drawing either direction on that fully. And that also is third one, which should be sheltered. So I think we'll do dark room. Alright, so that is a sign that it was served. I think we'll go back for dinner in a little bit. Let's check this way. What? Why was it not? Oh, frick! Was the aquarium sheltered? All right. I guess we're doing that one. Okay, parlor. We can live with parlor. That's fine. Pick up the wind-up key. Grab that one. Okay. Now then, what have we got? If you replace the word one in the other 2 statements with both, they will both be false. One of the other boxes contains gems. One of the other statements is false. So, if we replace the one with both in this one, both of the other statements is false, then that one can't be true. But if we're assuming that one is true, then that one would be false, so that one would still be true. And then this one, both of the other boxes contains gems. Well, we only assume one box contains gems, so that one would also be false, which means that one is probably true. So, if that's the case, which box contains the gems? Because that all works logically. But that just means that that one is true. Which means that we've got at least one false box between these two. And if that one is true, this statement would have to be false, which means that the gems are in this box. So I think the gems are in this box. I was correct. I am kind of surprised I was correct, but I am correct. Also, hi Gold. Sorry, I missed that earlier. Okay, locked door. I don't really want to do that there. I have not gotten one of those wrong yet. That's the crazy thing. I have been right every single time. Okay, so we want to go this way. Is this door locked? Yes, that door was locked. I could smite the people who dislike Yeet. I don't want to, though. Was the pantry door locked? I forgot. It was. Okay. So both of those doors are locked. We'll just eat dinner. We don't have a trophy room, but that's fine. I don't think I've been called a Technicolor feline before, but alright. So then we can duck back to the commissary and get a sledgehammer. There we go. And now we can bonk that. And we get that key. We get the secret garden key, which is a lovely key. We could use it off of the kennel if that door happens to be locked. So we do have a place to use it. I believe this door was locked as well. Yes, it was. I think let's duck back to... Great Hall we know is locked. Kennel? Let's duck back to the kennel. Oh right, we can dig over here. Rock. I wish there was a dig spot in there. That'd be really cool. We could just unlock all the doors. What does one do with the antechamber? Well, you go get the thing in there. We're currently trying to get the basement key from the antechamber. Okay. There it is. Old shoe. Well, I'm sure the dogs would like the shoe. Hi, Jaden. I'm doing pretty good. We need to go visit the doggies and give them another pet. Wait, were there any dig spots in there? I don't remember. We will check. Oh, that looks like it could be broken down, but we don't have a thingy to do that. Turn it! We get more steps. So we didn't lay steps coming in here. Rock. Not great. Sledge would not break that. I believe that there is a way that you can upgrade this sledge if you have the right combination of thingies. But I have... I can pet you too! Pet the doggy. Weren't you in this one last time? I guess they shuffle. Alright, so we got ordinary key, and then old shoe, And coin. What does lever in the garden do? So the lever in the greenhouse opens the southmost antechamber door, which is the one that we want open. But we don't have the broken lever to repair that lever. So that's why we can't go into the antechamber right now. Meh. One, two. There we go. Let's mark off the head pad as well. Dormitory we don't really want. Patio's not terrible, but not great either. Music room, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors currently locked. No, like 5. Well, more than 5, because Great Hall being Great Hall. So more keys would help us. I don't know if it's worth the 2 gem though. We'll give it a shot. Why do I do this? Ow! Ow! Why the bonk? Oh, we get prism keys. We can choose what color of door we go to. I don't plan on taking out the world. The world is where I am. But yeah, and I don't know what you mean by why do I do this. I think observatory is technically the best here. Like YouTube? Oh, why do I stream? Because it legitimately helps me? I think that's gonna be a weird statement, I've realized. But one of the things that I found that helps with both anxiety and dizziness for me is streaming. And I just like doing that. I'm a very productive person usually, or I'd like have a lot of things that I want to do. So streaming the progress tends to help a lot. Southern Cross, and we get more gems. Okay, that helps with gems. But yeah, it is definitely a little bit weird to say that, like, because most do streaming just because they either like playing games or they like doing it, or they want to maybe turn it into a job. Like, it'd be nice to turn it into a job because clearly it fits well with me, but that's not the end all be all. I just find comfort in it. And it's definitely not a, you don't need to be sorry to ask that. I am more than happy to share that. Because there are so many random things that I've enjoyed making that I now have an excuse to make, kind of thing. I think we'll try this way first. I mean, you are encouraged to watch other streamers too if you like them. I will not feel jealous of you watching other content creators. I like seeing who people like to watch and stuff too. I would not recommend attacking the walls. There's not really much reason to. I think we'll go cloister here. That gives us options. Also, is there... Oh! Thingy! I was wondering... Wait, what? Did that do anything? Confused. There was like a hit button thingy. Oh! What? Alright. Well, dig. Nothing of interest. Man, nothing there with that. Oh, but there was... Mr. Nogla? If you are reading this, it seems the day has finally come. The cloister is at long last getting so much overdue maintenance. I have left a literal token of appreciation to serve you as positive reinforcement, which would grant you a bit of extra spending money each day while working on the estate. We have learned from our dealings with your predecessor that it is much cheaper in the long run to be generous. And now we have an allowance token. Is there anything else here? No? Oh.
Token of appreciation.
Yes. We got multiple tokens of appreciation then. Wait. Did that even unlock the security door? Because that's green now. It works on the security door! Ooh, workshop. I think we want to do workshop here. We'll see what we can merge. Though we're missing some stuff to make some cooler things. I think we'll check this room first. Patio. I think I'm leaning patio so that we unlock more options there. And then that should have spread a gem here as well. Yep, right there. Another gem there. And then dig spot, please. Oh. Oh. Key! Hidden key around the corner. Dig spot. And that works to open that door. I am actually really liking the kennel. The kennel is turning out super helpful. Especially when you do heavy green rooms. Kennel green room combo would be really strong. We'll check this way. So the kennel is the thing that triggers it. Like whenever you hear the dogs barking, that's the kennel triggering. If you dig in a room, it unlocks all doors in that room. I will go greater chance for finding green rooms. Oh, and we can sledgehammer that open. Another silver key. Because we used that silver key earlier. Although the problem is that if we keep uncovering uncovering stuff and unlocking doors that way, we won't be able to use our special keys. Hi, Kona. Would that work for the dark room to the antechamber? So it's the antechamber itself that is locked, not the dark room. So digging in the dark room wouldn't trigger the antechamber, I don't think. But if there did happen to be a dig spot in the antechamber, I don't know if it would actually trigger the other antechamber doors. Because those are special things. Master bedroom. I've never seen that one. I guess we're going master bedroom. Yeah, we still need the lever. Is it +1? Okay, so we just got a lot more steps now. Oh hey, we have... Oh hey, this actually explains how these boxes work, I guess. Yeah, make all for corner tiles into white ones. This is... We already uncovered this one by doing the, how do you... Oh. Okay. So this one's different than the other one. How do you do this? What's up, Digger? There we go. Got it. And we got an allowance. Alright, anything else here? Oh, there's a book. I will go back and pet the dogs again if I can. So what is this one? To my encouraging uncle who opened many doors for me, ever grateful Mary. P.S. They made me change the ending, of course, as you predicted. So it originally had a different ending. Interesting. And I believe this is the same book we read in the nursery, but it looks to be a different edition, maybe? Because the other one wasn't signed, of course. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The red prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. He never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky, it was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? One that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and in the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues we have said. It was a story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might assume, the book is quite near you, in fact in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. So I believe that is the same ending we saw before. So that they didn't have a new copy in this one. Something felt weird about that window for a second. It is weird that he has cannons in the master bedroom. Oh, there's some ivory dice over here. And it looks like there could be more things to read, but we'll check further back in the room first. Nothing over here, it looks like. I don't think you should invest in bedroom cannons. Herb, the controls for the foundation elevator are located behind the foundation wall. This means the controls can only be accessed by another room adjacent to the foundation. Unclear if this is a security feature or flaw, please advise. We've already triggered that. We've already got access to the foundation elevator. So that's fine. What is this one? Simon, I never intended to finish writing this letter, but by now you must know the... Well, he certainly didn't finish writing it. Alright, so I think that's about it for this room. Yeah, the sword on the wall too. Multiple swords. Alright, looks like we found everything in here. So then we've got route from the pantry still, and route up from the workshop, as well as checking out the Great Hall. Given the number of keys we've got, let's go check the Great Hall. What are you saying please about, Digger? Did I miss a request? Watch it? I am very confused. I don't know watch what. Left, right, or center, guys? Because I have no idea on this one. I know that this is the only direction that'll get us out more. I don't think they sent a link. It would have been asterisks if they did. So the beeping is for the like keys or bonus stuff. We're not actually looking for the door that has the beeping. But I think the beeping is fastest. Okay, so it's slowest there. It starts around here. It's very slow there. I think it's closest by this door. So that door probably has extra stuff in it. But Silver says right. We'll use normal key. You guessed wrong. So left or right? One of these will probably get us a lever, the other one will probably get us the door. The middle one, so the one that's currently on the right. Let's give it a try. That was weird. I heard like an extra lock. But yeah, so that one works. That is getting faster over here. We'll open this one too. Yeah, because this is chamber lever. So that opens up the right door. So hopefully we can get there from the workshop. We just need a straight shot and then a left. And we get an extra key. So we get our key back. That explains why we're seeing so much. And then the one that has bonus stuff on this side, I believe is this door. Yep, so we get our key back and we get some coins and a gem. As well as the pictures from this room. Alright, so yeah, we'll just try and explore this section as much as possible, I think. I like conference room here, I think. Because it gives us the most options. So we've got conference room. Do we have anything in here already? Why are you beeping already? Oh, there's a safe deposit box key. I don't know that one. What? That's generally not the place for videos. I'm gonna remove that, Digger. You should put that in showcase. Because we have a showcase channel for posting your own stuff. What do you need fixed, Tanny? Is the sky angry? Oh, so that's office safe has notes from stuff. Put on headphones, try and ignore it. I think we'll do West Hall, West Wing, or East Wing Hall here. Sorry, completely wrong one. And then, yeah, nothing else in here. Check south. We would love a dead end here. Utility closet. We could turn on the dark room. So turn back on the dark room, turn on the garage, turn off the gymnasium. The gymnasium has been sheltered anyways, so we'll just leave it on. Actually, we'll just leave it off in case that turned it back on. And we don't have security yet, so we don't want to turn off the card key system. Your key card system. And hi, Adam. Alright, I think we'll check north. Oh, coins. Alright, go north. I think we'll do spare bedroom here. But we actually want spare bedroom like up here. Because actually no, we've got other straight shots. What? Was there just a delay on RGB? Yeah, Twitch has been a bit struggles. No secret items here. Okay, well there's security. Let's do... I'd rather have security here. So then... Just double checking that there's not anything tucked around here. Doesn't look like it. This one... Enter... State inventory. So there's a broken lever and a battery pack somewhere. I want both of those. I think I actually know where both of those items are now that I've said that. I think I know where those are. I want them. We're gonna go get them later. I don't know where... Oh, the 4 gems are scattered. That makes sense. And also, what was... What was I kind of saying over here? That sounds like soliciting. I'm gonna go ahead and remove that message. Let's see. Come on, game work. To be fair, Silver, you had a little bit of time on that one. That's not my fault on that one. Keycard settings, security level. We want that to be high, and we want offline mode to be unlocked. Confirm setting. Back. Exit. Yeah, it was a big old book of a message, wasn't it? Alright, so then we want to duck back to the utility closet, turn off the system thingy. There we go, keycard system is off. I did not watch it. I will watch it after stream. There we go. Oh, those all suck here. I don't want any of those here. I want a dead end in this spot. We'll go ahead and redraw here, because I don't want to waste any of those. Boudoir we'll take. Boudoir is fine. There's gem. Oh, and someone turned off the lights. Eternal did. There we go. We get extra gems. Alright, so that's Old Sun. Now we need to try and go up to the workshop and out. Eternal, you shouldn't be eating a light bulb. Where was I going? Workshop, right. So it's gonna be through the courtyard. No, Tanny, do not eat the light bulb either. I'd rather not spend money on a sleep mask. It's not really that important right now. What is bits? Bits are Twitch's paid currency. So we've got that one there. And then, is the broken lever in here? No? Where's the broken lever then? Maybe it's in the dark room?
Tenny, I swear to God.
Okay, does Lucky Rabbit's Foot combine with anything? No. Does Coupon Book combine with anything? No. Sledgehammer battery pack. I think we need the broken lever, but we want to use the broken lever. Shovel and metal detector make detector shovel, which might be useful. Metal detector and magnifying. Ooh, we could make the burning glass. There are a couple places we could use that. I think we'll wait to do combinations. We've got the steps. We can worry about that later. So let's see if we can get into the antechamber this way. Okay. So we've got options here. I think corridors are best bet, but secret passage does more likely guarantee. Because if we do secret passage, we could then... Oh, but we don't know if that's going to be the right direction. Bye, Digger. Because we need something that points to the left, is essentially where we're at. Green room typically has the most doors. But we've already used up a lot of our green rooms. So I'm more likely leaning towards corridor and just re-rolling after that. So I think we'll do that. I'm going to trust my gut. We just want something that points left. Okay. Somehow, Maid's Chamber actually works for this. We're going to find less around our house, but at this point that doesn't matter. So I think we're doing that one. And I don't believe there's any items in here. No. And that does give us the antechamber. So we now have the basement key, which is exactly what we needed. Yeah, burning glass is basically a lighter, which it is something that we need. But there are... if you uninstall those 10 screws on your door, you're not going to have a door anymore. Yeah, I want to see if we can find where that broken lever was. I'm assuming it's in the dark room at this point. Because I can't think of where else it would have been. Though, if we do... Which one was burning glass? I've forgotten. Metal detector and magnifying glass? Gets you burning glass? So I think... Oh, hi, Rose! Rose, back. Me, general, what? Hang on. Do I need to... Nope, that is not allowed. Oh, your Everglades, it has been a while. I didn't recognize the name. Alright, I think we'll make a burning glass. Yes, that is exactly what you should do in that scenario. Thank you for calling it out, Silver. They posted a link to a Google Meet or something like that. And that's, like, you're not allowed to link to other communities and stuff in the Discord without permission. Ah, fair enough. I will still call you Everglades as long as I remember. But knowing my memory, I can't promise. Holy cow, I've never seen the inventory this full, I've just realized. That is a lot of stuff. Alright, so then let's go duck into the dark room, see if the thing is there, and then we'll go to the foundation. Which way is dark room from here? Just straight north. Is there a broken lever in here? That is my hope, but it doesn't look to be the case. Which begs the question, where did I miss the broken... Oh, no, it is right here. I found it. It will reset tomorrow. That is intended. I think we want to duck back into the workshop quickly and probably make the sledgehammer. Greenhouse has one that we can break, I think. Or something else that we can do. Either way, we'll go back to the other one. Here. Craft things. Alright, so then we want battery pack, broken lever, sledgehammer makes power hammer, or the shovel makes jackhammer. I can tell. I assume you mean the cat, which is spelled with a C, not a K. But I can tell my cat that you said hi. The one that breaks the wall in the greenhouse is a sledgehammer, so that's what I'm leaning toward, or the power hammer. I think that's the one that breaks it. So I think we'll go with this one. Jackhammer, I believe, gets you better items from big spots. This game is Blueprints. It is a puzzle box. I just realized that we still have keys or like rooms that we could open there, but I'm gonna come back to that. Because I think we need to go all the way to the greenhouse, but I think the first thing we're gonna do before that is swing by the foundation. So we're gonna go into the cloister, into the commissary, courtyard, aquarium, that way. What are you requesting, Kona? Commissary is the direction. I don't know what else could be broken. I swear I've seen other things that could break with that. Server, mute your mic. I can? Why do you ask, though? And hi, Thaddeus. Because you can just mute yourself. We'll go down this way first. Oh, right, I also need to figure out where I want to use the burning glass. I think there's some stuff outside that I can use it on. So then there's that one really dark section. But I don't want to waste too many things on it. Too many steps to get over there. Okay, where are we now? We're in a basement of some kind. Fair enough. I'm glad that the TikTok is working. That is an interesting statue. Wait, something's weird about this. How does this... What? I am confused. Wait, is it that thingy? Whatever this is? No? Okay, well the obvious thing is this. Oh, this moves. Okay. So I guess I pull this. And that lets us back here. And then we can move this one. What else have we got in here? You have an emote idea? I believe we have a channel going on right now for emote ideas. Okay, so that does that. We need that to come out a little bit more, I think. It is maybe. Ask again later. I am less prone to do it while currently streaming. Yeah, it has been a bit that we've been playing this game. You know, that sounds like something I would do, Eternal. Wait, where is this one supposed to go? Why does this need to move? I'm confused on how this works. Is there something on the other side of that? Oh wait, we're supposed to walk over that, I think. Somehow. How do we get to the other side? Because I see stairs on the other side. So how do we go up? Where is up? I am confused. We'll check out the rest of this room and then we'll come back and see if we can find something. Oh wait, there's other stairs. So it's that one? No, but that's only accessible from the other side. How does that work then? I do need uppies. Oh, hang on. We've got some uppies over here. Okay. So if we get... Oh, this can raise and lower.
Uppies yourself with this donation.
I mean, I could lift my avatar, but that's not going to help me here. Instead of going that way, we'll start this way. This... Oh, we need another one here. Oh, that one can go all the way over. Okay, so that's what we need. Also, if I get stuck here, that's going to be a problem. Hang on, we'll investigate around here first to make sure that we don't trap ourselves. Oh. Oh. Hey! I'm glad we got that. Okay. So that uncovered something. I don't know if we do that now. I think that's a way out. I don't want to do that yet. Let's investigate this way. Okay, so that needs something else there. That's just gonna walk us off. So then this one, okay, good. So we can't trap ourselves because this will just be pulled from, one is pulled from one direction, one is pulled from the other. So if we put this in place right here, then, oh, hang on. How do we, because we gotta get to the other side for that. So this needs to come out. That needs to scoot out a little bit. Then this one comes here. And then we scoot ourselves in with this one. And then we can walk across here. And what was the point of this? Oh, to be able to move this one. And then I assume we need to raise this one up. And then we go back across. And then we're gonna need that one scooted towards... No? Not that? Let's investigate down here. 100 bells, Sandy Heights, 5 p.m. What even is that? Okay, so that's the... Oh, Secret Garden... No, yeah, Secret Garden goes west. Wait, where's the underground one? South Lever is in the greenhouse, which we did, and East Lever we did in the Great Hall already today. There's small writing at the bottom? The Sandy Heights 5 p.m. one, or... Because I don't see any other writing, and we don't have our magnifying glass anymore because we turned it into a burning glass. Oh, on the big paper. Frick! I wish we still had our magnifying glass! We could probably buy another one from the commissary, but that's a lot of steps to go there and back. So I think we're a little bit trouble with that. Oh wait, hang on. No, I can kind of read that. One backup lever for each antechamber door has been installed. Separate locations for redundancy. However, we have been told the locations of this something system will not be disclosed to the staff. Okay, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Oh wait, and there's also small writing under the north one? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that says. Alright, so then question now is how do we get over? Oh, that worked surprisingly well. Now, can I? Nope, okay. So then this needs to scoot forward, probably to there. And then we need to go get the other one. Wait, no, this needs to go back, doesn't it? I'll put that there for now. Because it's... yeah, that's in line with this one. So this needs to back up. That one needs to come back. Go around this side. That lets us through there. We could even scoop this a little bit more, I think. And then that might let us cheese it. And then we won't have to move that one. Because I noticed that we were able to kind of just push it. Oh, come on, that was so close. It might be too tight. We might have to move that one. And then I don't know how we're getting out of there if that's the case. Okay, I think we might have cheesed that one a little bit. I don't know. Oh, that did something over there. Okay, move that door.
Kona_Chand wants cat to shapeshift. Made.
Made. There we go. So I guess we'll investigate this way now. And yeah, we're on the other side of this now. Because this is the reservoir. It used to be like all the way up. We drained it back into the fountain. Ooh, hang on, we can do this thingy. Yes, I am very tiny. Go across this side. What does this do? Oh, that lifts it up. Shoot, okay, so that's not usable right now. Because we won't be able to get out of here if we do that. So then, if that's not a valid one, we need to turn it 2 more times. One more. There we go. And then we can turn this to there. While doing a 100-ish blueprints thing for streams, you've gained an appreciation for people who are able to do this without knowledge, without knowing the notes and such. I have my own notes, and I've cheesed it a little bit. I've played hot and cold with chat, essentially, where chat knows the answer, and I don't. Mechanarium has 1 door for each mechanist room in your house. Yes, we'll add that to the rafting pool. So this is the full basement one. I don't know. I just decided to empty the reservoir as far as I could. That is the honest answer. Heck if I know. I'm still investigating. Stretch? Okay, I will stretch. Oops, I chalked off that shapeshift too early. So concealed entrance 2. Where was that one? Because we've got the foundation elevator there. Concealed entrance. Oh, that's the basement one that we just opened. 3 is the cliffside exit, so we unlocked that. That's so V5 mocaps about as well as the other one too. Like they both use the same mocap system currently. It's just the model that changes, though the face is definitely a lot worse on V5. It doesn't have all of the expressions that V6 does. But the ear tracking stuff is still the same too. It's just a little bit harder to tell with these ears, I think. So 4 is minecart. We've uncovered that one before. Yeah, because we came from the fountain entrance before. Torch chamber, I don't know. And then you've got... yeah, V5 is very squishy looking. Tomb entrance. We did enter from the catacombs before, but this door was locked, I believe. And then rotating gear is what we were at before, so that all makes sense. In fact, I will make sure that I have a screenshot of that just for later. I can add it to my own notes. Alright, so that's not a very helpful spot for that though, so we need to rotate that around again, I guess? That one. And then that puts us back out the way we came, doesn't it? No, this is the way we came. Oh, but we do have access to this one too. Which is other entrance. So if we can get it pointed at this one, we can go the other way. Is there anything else that we want to check while we can? Because that's the way back we came. Let's check down here. Because we haven't checked down here. What all is at the bottom of this? There's a lot of trunks. I suppose you could probably drop this reservoir even more, but probably what you want is like 3 to get into that pipe or something, if this is level 1. I'm sure there's a way to drain it fully, though. It's probably you need to power the pump room and then use that extra thingy. So I believe that's the one. Is that gonna actually work? Is that exactly what we needed? No, I was wrong. I don't even know what that one is. One more, and then that gets us to that side. Though, hang on. If that one's there, double 2, that goes from that one to that one then. Okay. So I don't know if that's gonna be correct, but we're gonna see what happens. So we'll do one more. And that points us to over there. We'll go see what's over there. Run across. And then, okay, so that's lift, which is, oh, it does actually work. So that one does get us over here. And then that lets us rotate. So if we rotate to there, we now have access to that side, which is pretty pointless. So if that's not workable, then we need to get that spun around so that we can get back to where we were. There we go. And then that lets us drop it back down. So that's not the way we wanted that. Which means that we need to go back to the other entrance and try and get out that spot to where we can then rotate it. So ideally we want access to out that door while the thing is up, I think. If I recall, that one is the up. Yeah, that one is up, and that's gonna lock us in this position, I believe. Yeah. So that's not helpful there. So then we rotate more. The other option is that it needs to come from that direction. Because I believe that's from the fountain exit. But we don't really have access to that right now. Because we need to sail across the other side. So there's a good chance that just what we're fiddling with isn't achievable currently. So we could leave there. And then, because ideally I want to get to that circular exit. But I don't think that's possible with the combinations that we have available to us. So leaving it there so it's accessible points us to that one, which I believe is one of the spinny ones. But is that a spinny one we currently have access to? That's what I want to confirm now. Because if we're here, this one spins. This is a straight shot. So then our options from here are that one or that one over there, which isn't useful. And then, since those are the only two places we can get off, the only place that we can get off while having that spin would be this way. Which means that we need to determine if we want that to be pointed to that one, or that to be pointed to that one over there. But we can't get to that one over there. So then, if we can't do that one, other option is that one. That one's the one that raises and lowers, I believe. So I suppose we'll want it pointed at that one. So we'll just cycle it back around. Because I don't think we want that Actually, going up from that one. Well, no, because we were able to get to that one and we were able to go up, so that's probably not it. I might be confusing myself though. There we go. We'll leave it in that position, I think. I think that's the way to go. And then, so we don't really have much access that's useful there. We'll head back up. And then that's our way back up normally. I want to investigate the one that we broke over there. Because we've got this, which we break down with that. And now we have access to the basement from there. Though we're gonna need a key card if we want to use that elevator, I believe. Birds. We also have the burning glass that we can do something with over here, so that's a good place to come out for us. This torch. Burning glass. Alright, and then we've got scripts from the mining company, the excavation department. The complete manifest for all excavation equipment has been rigorously checked and delivered to the upper branch after tomorrow. The site will be sealed and all remaining hardware will be packed up and transported to the original access tunnel for long-term storage. It's unclear if they will also seal that tunnel after our crew is left, but I suspect they may want to keep ready access to the gear, especially now that they have begun operations in the East Mine. A month ago, I believed that the discovery of gemstones in that cavern was directly linked to the closure of this site, but now I'm not sure. The Baron doesn't seem to value shiny bubbles over history. And we get a tunnel. Always draw a tunnel while drafting in this room. So tunnel leads to more tunnel? For, I guess, as long as you want it to. We'll add that. So that's interesting. Though I've also realized, did we get all of the chess pieces is the other one. Because I think master bedroom had the king, if I remember. I forgot to mark it down. Wait. 6.1. Which one's 6 and which one's 6.1? Yeah, it's been a bit. I kind of forgot. I got distracted and closed the thing. There we go. Cause yeah, this is 6, isn't it? Am I miscounting my own models now? I'm gonna go double check myself in the showcase thingy. 6.1. Oh, right, the when I did the one. But yeah, I think king was the master bedroom. I should look at the massive gears again before I wander too far off. Oh, is it solvable from our position? Was I just being dumb? I would not be too surprised if that was the case. But I do wanna go check, because I have the chess puzzle. And I am more than happy to have someone tell me that I am being dumb. Like, if I have all the answers, feel free to give me a hint. But yeah, I am tempted to go check the chess puzzle, but I don't know what the chess puzzle unlocks if we go do that now. So, chat, you decide. Do we go do chess puzzle, or do we go do spinny room again? Your phone is dying? I recommend plugging it in then. Also, I just realized that I didn't properly minimize my thingy, so that's just been up this whole time. There we go. Should I put in a poll? Okay, we'll go do spinny puzzle. Since it sounds like multiple people want spinny puzzle. Wait, did we miss this? Patent for high pressure condenser. What is this? Streamline to boiler. Remote config. How did I just entirely miss this? Excavation process is going smoothly, and the crew spirits are higher than they have been in weeks. I believe this increase in morale is no small part due to the installation of the boiler, which has honestly been a godsend. We now have steam power and are no longer have to rely on raw muscle to scrape and heave clay like dogs. New steam-powered hoists and winches are fully operational, and we'll have to unearth 5 times, and we've been able to unearth over 5 times as much sediment per shift as previously excavating. So I assume this would be in the pump room somewhere then. I don't know though. I'm gonna take a picture of it. Alright. Back to spinny room then. We also have the door to knock, or the wall to knock down in the greenhouse. That's the other thing to remember. The room where you change the elevation of the water in the reservoir. Unless I'm entirely wrong on that. I could be entirely wrong. I'm just spouting off stuff. Okay, so let's try. Wait, am I really that dumb? I am really that dumb, because that's the door we have access to, isn't it? I literally passed over it. So, nope, it's not the door we have access to. I was extra dumb. Wait, then what's that door? Eh? I'm misunderstanding how this works, I think. I'm confused. Bottom level gets you to that door? I mean, that would make sense. I just need to figure out what one we need to go from this one. So what's in that room then? Is that even a room? That gets to that one. That one elevates. Elevate would then point us to that one, which does spin. But that spin gets 1 over. Maybe? Maybe we try that? So if you're on that. That up. That gets us over. Let me over. Oh, hang on. Is that one just empty? Okay, so that one's dead end. That's why that doesn't help us here. Because if we rotate from this position, we just get to dead end. And we can't seem to get out from dead end then. So uppies don't help us in this spot. We need to get to that spot without the uppies. So what other spot can get us to this one? It needs to be 2 over, which would be 2 over from that side. So we could get from that door to there. So that's what we need to do, I think. Am I sure that's a dead end? Let's go check. Let's go check if that's a dead end. Maybe I'm being silly. So if we go rotate this to the other position that we can go in. That goes to here. Oh, that's not a dead end. Okay. Thank you for reminding me to check things. What is this? After almost 3 years in the tunnel, SNR has informed me that we will be closing up the site in June. It's been a somewhat bittersweet experience working on such a historically significant excavation over the past 30-odd months, yet being unable to share any of the work with that world, maybe one day. Still, there's a significant amount of work that has yet to be done, and it is vitally important that we conclude our efforts in the main cavern and reinforce the structural integrity of the site before we seal up the tunnels next month. It may be many generations before they are reopened. What does this do? Oh, this is one of the other ones. Is this the other side of that? No, that is the... Wait, what? Eh? Confused? Confused. Wait, not confused. Not confused. Now I can spin it again. There we go. So now we have access to over there. But that's the one around. So we need to do that again. And get that to where it's the other one. Like there. I can't just suddenly drop it down. I need access to things. But if I go from there, now we have over there. I don't need to drop it down. I have access. I've literally solved it. I can't even access the lever to drop it down. That's over there. I could just spin it from this point. Where are we now? Weird gate? I had no way to drop it down. Oh? I'm a little bit scared. 'Cause that looks like the end of the game. We haven't even done the rest of the stuff we wanted to investigate this session. There are 8 doors, which is interesting. We'll pull lever. So that's the north door in the antechamber. Which I'm hoping it won't just force us to the 46, like we still have to go back there. Okay, good, it didn't. Okay. So we still have the entire trek back. We just have to make sure that we have enough steps to get to the 46. What are these rooms are now my question. Not actual doors is the answer. Alright, so now we need to make our way back. And properly, it's probably foundation up would be the ideal. But if we want to check out the greenhouse, actually no, we can still swing by the greenhouse from the foundation up. So that's what we'll do. We'll just make our way back to the foundation, and that should let us swing by the greenhouse, open up that wall. I think that's all I had for the burning glass too, because the other place I wanted to use the burning glass was at the temple? No, the tomb. Because I think I saw some candles in the tomb. Oh wait, you could also use the burning glass at the chapel, which we definitely have access to. So I believe there are candles there. So we want to go up this way. And then up this way. Oh, we also wanted... We want to do the chest thingy, though. Do we want to... Because we could go back out the other way and try the chessboard, see if we can solve that. So that was over the other direction. You good over there, Kona? Gotta love running shoes, though. We've been running around and we're still at 35. You landed in chair. Fair enough. Alright, hydrating. And then to the chest room. Oh, head pat. Did I walk past the chest room? No. I got distracted by head pats. I had to make sure. There's chest room. Alright. So now, chapel is bishop. So that's 2 over 3 up. Okay. And then we think master bedroom was king, if I remember. No! It's not. Do we have another one that would be king? Maybe the study? Maybe study was king? I don't remember if study was king or queen. Okay, study was queen. Have a good nap. Gonna. Do we have one that would be king at this point, then? I keep swearing cloister would be, but I don't think that's what the thing is. Maybe conference room? So 2 from the right and 3 up? Would that be king? No, dang it. I think we might be in trouble. I don't think we have everything. Also, just to double check, is master bedroom queen? No. Master bedroom's not anything, I don't think. Unless I misplaced where it was. No. Man! So I was wrong on master bedroom then. Bishop, rumpus room. We've got Nook and Vault. I don't think we have Nook. So yeah, we missed that then. We do have security and we do have observatory, so we've got 2 for the night. Because security is there, observatory is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 over. So yeah, we've got night, and then pawn works there. But we're missing those 2 for this one. Unless I'm missing one. I don't think workshop had one. I don't think maid's chamber had one. We could try and unlock the pantry parlor door spot. Because there is a chance that we get something there. If you want to double check me just so that we don't miss a chance, you can look it up and tell me if we have one of each. Because I think we're missing the rook and I think we're missing the king. Unless Kennel happens to be king. which I severely doubt it. Yeah. It might be a rook, though. No? No. And that does sound like a terrible one. Yeah, I don't think I have them all. Nah. I think we've confirmed that I don't have them all. Because I don't think I've ever actually seen a king. I think I might have missed it in an office or something, because that would be my guess of where it might be. I don't think there was anything other than a book at this end. That's still not open. Yeah, just the book at that end. Okay, I'm gonna update that on my notes, because that's one I should have, because I've seen it. I just forgot to mark it down, because I wasn't understanding what that was at the time. Yeah, we don't have office today. Study was queen, and we don't have either the nook or the vault, which are the two I know for the rook. I'm sure I'm missing another rook one, I just haven't spotted another rook. You can share a random fact about space, but you don't need to list them. What was there? What were you saying there about silver? Oh, there's 4 for rook and 2 for king. Okay. So that means I am missing 2 for rook and 1 for king. Very nice, Everglades. And all good, Everglades. Or all good silver. Wow. How have I now called you by 2 different people? And why do they both have names that start with E? What does that say about me? Everyone also starts with E, so I wouldn't doubt it. Because apparently that's the classification. Alright, we need to make our way back to the foundation. And then we can go hit up the greenhouse and break open that wall before we go check the 46. And that does make sense. I would not doubt that I am very mom-like at this point. And I definitely would not remember all of them without looking it up. But I can write them down, and that's the one I go by. Call Silver Evelyn, and it would solve the issue. Alright. And then we need to go south, east, no, that's west. Southwest, south. So through the chapel. Oh, wait, right. We need to do burning glass. Hey! We have unlocked Piggy Bank. I am not touching you. You are adorable. You are staying right where you are. What is this uncover? It's another secret entrance? That's cool. The original Gardener's logbook. From February 1990 to when I get fired. This is a record of my many indiscretions and lapses of judgment. Should this logbook ever be found, know that my guilt is exceeded only by my failings. As a groundskeeper of a vast estate, it is my responsibility to ensure the property remains well maintained and beautiful all year round. From the many green rooms of the manor to the sprawling lawns, it is my duty to attend to every aspect of the grounds, ensuring they are orderly, presentable, and accessible so that they may be appreciated by both guests and the family. That would be the day. This logbook, many years overdue, will serve as a record of some of my duties, discoveries, and contributions I have made to the estate over the many years I have served as groundskeeper, and however many more are yet to come. Not many, apparently. Wait, what broke Eternal? Yeah, the music really does want me to go to the 46th room. It is... It is Bina. hyped for it. Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to scroll next. A few months ago, I made a truly remarkable discovery in my role of Mountain Holly horticulturist. Through many years of breeding and experimentation, I successfully created a species of flower with a fruit that resembles a gemstone in every detail. Although the fruit is not edible, it is nevertheless a marvel of nature, possessing all the beauty and brilliance of a genuine jewel, but added benefit of being entirely organic. Despite the creation of this flower being my proudest accomplishment to date, my joy was slightly curbed when I was informed by Randolph Moore that my employer's company, Senka, had decided to deny my request to announce my discovery to the public, completely disregarding my years of hard work and dedication to this project. This decision was absolute rubbish. It sounds like you need something that's not just carbs. I have poured my heart and soul into this project, investing countless hours of research and experimentation to create something truly extraordinary. I feel this flower has the potential to make a significant impact in the field of horticulture, and it feels like such a waste to keep a gem like this hidden away for, quote, further research. As I suspect they wanted the flower to serve as a cheap way to produce sources for special floor plans. Eternal, it sounds like you need something like more than just carbs. So fruit, veggies, meat, something else. I had high hopes for this logbook, but I have struggled to find a reason to add another entry. My employer's decision earlier this year has left me feeling disheartened, and I find it difficult to find my motivation to continue my work. I am aware that my disappointment is affecting my performance, and I am reminded daily when I see the houseplants slowly dying as I make my rounds. Perhaps I should quit. I really, really should have. It's true. True, that is kind of weird. I don't know why this house functions the way it does, though. I've not uncovered that secret yet. My ambition has been reignited. I overheard, perhaps with some prodding, that the employee contracts for the staff are kept within the Baron's private office on the 10th rank. A fact I found quite remarkable, considering this house only has 9 ranks. This all but confirms the long-held suspicion that there is a rumored 46th room is in fact north of the antechamber. Suspicion I have always considered too obvious to be plausible. As much as I wish to abandon all pretense of caring about my job and focus on this new project, I fear I must resume my gardening duties for the sake of appearances. It has, after all, been a long time since the north side of the house has received groundskeeper undivided attention. Let's trim the hedges and see what we find. If there's a 10th rank, it is impossible to perceive its existence from the outside. If it does exist, then I'm going to assume reaching it can only be done through the antechamber. Sadly, security has only gotten tighter in the years after Mary's disappearance, and that room is no longer locked behind regular doors that can be opened by regular keys. You know, that would be too easy. Instead, the Baron has remote access levers installed in several different rooms in the house. Funny enough, I already know the location of 3 of these levers, as one was recently installed in the greenhouse, and another 2 were installed in the secret garden. It's almost like they were choosing green rooms to tempt me. So, secret garden mechanarium, Great Hall, secret garden sealed, greenhouse and weight room sealed. Wait, so there's another one in the weight room. Do we have access to the weight room? No, we have access to the gymnasium. It appears each antidote drawer has 1 primary access lever in addition to the redundancy in another location. Although these past few months of exploration have yet to yield the fruit I seek, I have in that time gained a much greater mastery of the estate and have stolen many glimpses behind the black curtain that veils her many secrets. Among the more exciting of my recent finds was the discovery of a hidden chamber in one of the outer rooms, sealed shut behind a false wall. The stale quality of the air and the unmistakable aroma of corroded metal lead me to believe that this chamber has remained sealed for many decades. Within it, I found a large vat and a copper still, with time-worn surfaces creeping veins of oxidation and rust. Resealed in January after a deal in Reddington fell through. I'm unsure if these instruments can be restored to their working condition, but if they can, I may yet find a use for the sugar beets and potato stores rotting away in the root cellar. At last, I've finally discovered one of the locations of the North Leveler. It's deep underground in a location far removed from the estate's plant life that I have discovered. I would have been completely vulnerable without any excuse but curiosity to offer my captor. As anxious as I was to pull it, I have decided to wait until the Baron is away to reduce the risk of being caught significantly. And once he leaves, I don't think that a delay in returning would be too hard to engineer now that Kristoff is under my thumb and beholden to do whatever I command. It's Claire's inner sanctum. There's no turning back now. After finally reaching the objective I have worked towards for the last 4 months, I have made an impulsive decision in the heat of the moment and took more than just my contract. I found something that I knew would give me the chance to make back some of the money I felt was owed to me, and grabbed the opportunity without considering the consequences. Given that there is now only one missing file in the staff contracts, I have unwittingly left an incriminating trail leading directly back to me. My only hope is that they consider it too obvious to be plausible. I am almost positive that I'm not going to get away with it, but at this point I feel I owe it to myself to get what's coming to me in one way or another. So, someone else made it back there before we did. And I think that's about all we need to do before we go to the antechamber. Though I am tempted to pull the pantry one and see if we can get the other one. So I want to unlock as much with the burning glass and power hammer as possible, so we can either get the coat check would be good, or the weight room would be ideal. Why not try to get more room with the remaining steps? Yeah, so that's what I was thinking of, going to the pantry. So we want to head into the chapel, up through the foundation, and through the dining room. And yeah, I wasted a shelter on the aquarium. That was dumb. Oh well. So those can't be like, no, they're not actual candles. I don't think it will be the last one. I'd be very surprised if this is all the game has
Eternal
to offer.
2319 wants cat to shapeshift. Extra glowy?
Do you mean the construction outfit? This one? And I am reasonably sure this game has more to offer. I don't know if, I don't think we found everything, because we know there are 8 safes and we've only found 5. Let's use silver key here. I think that's the most likely one. Okay, so that does get us a weight room. That's an interesting one. I don't think we have time. Like, I know some spoilers about the closed exhibit. I don't think the setup works for it. Boiler room will give us more options, but I think I want to do the weight room. If we lose half our steps here, that puts us at 13. So then, if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that should be plenty. So I think we're fine to lose half our steps here. And then we can knock down that. discovered another southern one. What is that there? Okay, so that's just the northern part of the thing that we've already seen. Destruction of structural elements of the house like walls is not permanent and will reset every few days. Okay, well that's a lie. So it is permanent. Ooh, and we get a coat check. That is, I will happily take a coat check. And then I'm going to take. I'm going to retrieve the key card, and then normal outfit but extra glowy. I don't think. Actually, no, I can do that. I don't want to do that though. Yeah, I am getting nervous with that, but we'll head straight there after this. The question is, what do we want to save? Because I'm leaning towards saving either the burning glass or the power hammer. I think power hammer is useful for the secret garden, but that's like the only place left. So I'm more uncertain on that one. Burning glass, I want to try and use that in a couple other locations. Actually, power hammer takes 3 items, burning glass takes 2. It's going to be easier to recraft the burning glass, so we'll leave the power hammer. Alright, 10. So now we have to try and make it back in 10 steps. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that is tight. Luckily, we do have running shoes, so if we do this right, we should be fine. Because there, and then we need to go courtyard, commissary, cloister. Frick, you're right! That was the south lever, wasn't it? Alright, I should have pulled that. That is gonna be shorter. It's gonna be shorter to double back, I think. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we're right about the south lever being in the weight room, that is the shorter route. That gives us more steps if we need to do something afterwards. It was a south lever? Okay. We're going for that one then. Thank you for calling that out. I am dumb. Now we've got 3 doors open there. And also, did I miss a hello there? Hello, Tanny. I'm surprised you didn't do that one earlier, and let me do that. Hydrate. I'm stressing myself out! Alright, parlor into dark room, and then up. Alright, 46. Oh, bright. Very bright. Did the game crash? Is this supposed to happen? It's kind of stuck. No! No way, we finally beat it. We finally beat it after this many streams and it freaking crashes. No way! There's no freaking way. What is my luck? just enter the room and die. There's no way. Come on, seriously? The game seems to be unresponsive. It must have been a pitfall or something. I don't even know what to do at this point. Because that means that everything that we unlocked in that run is a no. All of that. All of the making it to the basement, opening all of those walls, doing the burning glass stuff, all of that is lost if we can't save the game. Man, that sucks. Hang on, I'm gonna tab out of the game. That does mean more content. Does mean more content, but man, if that, why? It's not even saying that it's not responsive. It's just white. Is this a known bug at least? Have we discovered a new bug somehow? This was not intentional death. I was not trying to make blueprints last longer. As much as I love this game, Viola is absolutely right. There is a difference between new content and and same content again. And it is... I think this is the funniest thing that could have happened upon entering room 46. But man, it's painful. At least I'm sure this is gonna be clip-worthy. I don't know. I'm just baffled at the fact that the game isn't even registering itself as unresponsive. It still thinks it's there. I can even minimize the game and pull it back up. It's just white. Well, Tanny, you can't save except for between days. There's a save and quit. You can call it a day, but you can't save in the middle of a day. You could try arrow keying and pressing enter. No, it's not doing anything. I'm not hearing any sound or anything from this. And so yeah, it is apparently a known error. So, oh wait, what? It went black? What does that mean? What does it mean that it went black? Okay, so that means we didn't lose it. It was just that the credits was white screen. I am very glad that we didn't try and close the game or anything. So it's just credits cutscene didn't play. And I am okay with that being the bug if the alternative was to lose the frickin' thing. So I will take that. I will just go watch someone else do the thing. Someone else play the credits, essentially. And that is a good question. How many streams has that been? I could stream a video of the cutscene. You were absolutely correct. I could do that. but I don't like stealing other people's content, so I'd rather refer you to go watch someone else's. The second best is bug-proof. And I do assume that I could also go to the security room, do the HHS one, and play the cutscene from there. That is my assumption. And I believe this is the 10th stream to answer the earlier question. On the 10th stream, we finally beat the game. Which is a surprising amount of content, given that... Oh, but yeah, that is a surprising amount of content, given that that is 30 hours we have spent then. So, oh, and I can actually go back to normal dress. Did I see what you said about the full thing? That is a good question. Did I see that? Scroll up. Where is the... I don't know if I saw what you said about the full thing. Not known yet. Because there is more to this game. There's more to this game, I'm sure. Because we only got 5 out of 8 of the thingies. You did lose the best cutscene in the game. I think the second one was bug. Okay. Yeah, this is mid game of Blueprints. So yeah, we're not done. That's for sure. But we have officially reached an ending. We just didn't see it. So we'll save and continue for now. I am debating if I want to try and get the cutscene through the HHS, or... Oh wait, the next day? Oh, hang on. Shoot. Maybe I should have gone back and tried to find the cutscene. Okay, hang on. We're gonna pause here, and I am gonna quickly see if I can find Blueprint's ending cutscene. Okay, good. I found one with the ending cutscene. So let me pull that out, and we're gonna watch that. Let me adjust how I'm seeing this. Okay. There we go. So now if we do... where's my thingy? These... That one. Oh, wait, let me tweak that before I make that visible. There we go. So now we've got that. And I will actually do one more quick thing. I'm gonna change game settings so I can temporarily mute the game and we only have the audio from the cutscene. And this cutscene was recorded and posted to YouTube by Pharaoh R. So if you want to go watch this yourself and support someone else who has helped us avoid missing stuff from the glitch, go watch the video again. We'll go and play this one. Actually, that way.
There was once a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. He could not stand the sight of a canary or a crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky not a red hue.
It's fair, Tanny.
He didn't see the birds, or the changing of the leaves, and he never saw the sights.
Yes, we did make it to room 46.
Many symphonies. He couldn't see beyond the red shade, he was aware. He never caught a glimpse of the world I had to share.
I do like the art style, I completely agree.
But one day the prince saw something new. And if you look closely, you might see it too. The skies parted and the clouds withdrew. The prince had a new favorite color. The color blue.
So we were the Red Prince. But that is very cool. So yes, thank you, Pharaoh, for posting that so that we could get the cutscene and actually see it, as opposed to a white screen that panicked everyone. Alright, so we'll put this back to the, like, 0.3 was that? Good enough. Alright, so now next day we get a trophy and a letter? Wait, I think this is our same one. Welcome to Mount Holly, your home. I still remember the first day. Wait, no, hang on. This might be different. I still remember the first time I was addressed by my title. I was quite a bit older than you, but still felt strange, especially after a lifetime of hearing my father addressed daily by that same title. But life is a journey of growth, growing up, growing older, growing wiser, and in our case, growing into the Baron of Reddington. The Baron doesn't have to be a daunting figure. He could be quiet and unassuming, or loud, brash, and boisterous. He could be deceptive or trustworthy, humble or boastful, or any measure of other things, but always clever. When I inherited Mount Holly, I never had to prove myself. They just gave me the keys and left it at that. It felt too easy, too trivial, and very undeserved. Experience comes with time, but without validation, I spent the better parts of my youth questioning myself. And as I grew older, that lack of conviction and aimlessness amplified. I never really had any goals or objectives to strive towards. I never had any dreams to realize. I never set my sights on something beyond the horizon. I never had a room 46 to reach. And now that you've reached your goal and are basking in your well-deserved glory, shiny trophy in hand and showered with accolades and titles, will you be content to stop there? Or will you look to the horizon and wonder what dreams lie ahead? So we get a trophy. I don't think we've ever actually seen the trophy room, which I assume is because we only see it after this point. So we've unlocked five of the thingies. We've got like 30 minutes left. Wait, I can no longer learn what steps do? What does that mean? What do you mean I can no longer learn what steps do? And 8-bit, I feel like Baroness is probably a step down from Goddess, so... Oh, right, yeah. Oh, hey, there's a thing here. Okay, so we got the Inheritance Trophy. Full House Trophy, draft a room in each open slot of your house, so we don't have that one yet. Explorer's Trophy, complete the Mount Holly directory. Oh, hang on. It tells us how close we are. Bullseye trophies solve 40 dartboard puzzles, so we're still from there. We're only at 26 of the parlor games, which is surprising. I thought we had done more than that. Trophy of innovation. Create all 8 workshop contraptions. Trophy of drafting. Win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. How do you do that one? Trophy of sigils. Unlock all 8 realm sigils. I don't even know where those are. I know what they are because we saw the book, but I don't know where. And yeah, this sounds like way more content for us to do. Trophy 8. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. What? Room 8, rank 8. Which room is that? Darebird Trophy reached room 46 in Dare mode. Curse Trophy reached 46 in Curse mode. No, I don't want to be in box. I want to see what I'm doing. It's room 8, obviously. Well, I don't know which one that is. Day 1 Trophy reached 46 in 1 day. Speed Trophy reached 46 in under an hour. I don't think I'm going to be doing, like, either of those. Trophy of Wealth, buy out the entire showroom. Diploma Trophy, ace the classroom final exam. I want to try and do that one. I want to figure out the classroom stuff. Because I think I got to, like, grade 4 or something before, but that might have been on one that it crashed on. Trophy of Trophies, complete the trophy case. It'll be a long time before we do that one. But yeah, there's only 5 rooms in each row, so I don't know what room 8 is. I guess we're just gonna take today as an investigation day, I guess. We still have to solve the chess puzzle too. That's one that we need to do. But we're gonna start off this day like any other. And we're gonna pop by here, even though we've got less than 30 minutes. I don't know room -7 either. Tomb, Shrine, Root Cellar. I think we'll go Shrine, because today's kind of like a waste day anyways. So the question is, how many do we want to dump in here now? Because we used to just do 2, which kept getting us Blessing of the Dancer. Maybe we stick 3 in? I don't think that's gonna be very different though. All 6? Might as well do all 6. Blessing of the Gardener. 8 courtyards. That's nice. Next day is usually like very calm and comfy. Yeah, that makes sense. Because you're just kind of wandering around your own mansion now. So ideally... Oh, hey! Mount Holly gift shop. I kind of wish we hadn't spent all our money now. We'll still grab it. I want to see what's in here. So there's a Mount Holly tea, a permanent addition in the walk-in closet. It just looks nice. And then there's a lunchbox, permanent addition to the dining room. When you reach rank 5 with the lunchbox, you gain half of your dinner steps.
Please buy me one of those plushies.
One of the Swimbird plushies? Wait, I have cursed coffers unlocked? Apparently so. How do you unlock that? I don't know. I don't know what this is. But I have been to the... Oh, that's probably because I took away the money from the shrine at some point. Oh, you need to read a book for it? What book would that even be? I don't remember that. But then swim trunks, permanent addition to the pool. Just be sure to bring some keys. So I assume you unlock a chest in there and then you can go into the pool even when it's filled. Yeah, the plushie is 110. Dredge blocks is coming soon. Swimbird plushie, unlock dare mode. Permanent addition to the master bedroom. It's a thing from a story. No, it's a thing from a story from a book you have read. I've read a lot of books. I don't know which one. Blue tents. Oh, we have to get 8 trophies to get that one. Interesting. Kitchen or parlor? I think let's go parlor, because I like parlor puzzle. Wind up key. Alright. So this box contains the gems. The blue box has a true statement. And the empty boxes both have true statements. So then, assuming that this one is true, then if that one's true, then that one would also be true, which is impossible, because one of these has to be a lie. Which means that either that one's a lie, which would make that one a lie, which is possible. But that would mean that, oh, the true box would have the thing. So it is, I think it's just this one. Yep. Alright, we'll peek this way then. West Wing Hall works. We'll pop this way first. Drawing room's not bad. I think we'll go spare bedroom though. And then if we can get one that opens to the right, such as the den, we now have access to our foundation. Oh, I forgot to check what was the thingy in the gift shop. So I'm gonna go double back. Was there a chess piece in the gift shop? I doubt it though. No, I don't see any chess piece in here. So we'll pop this way next. We'll take a breakfast nook. So we get that one. Get those. And then I really need to start going right first. The left keeps giving me way too many options. So we need to double back and go to the left. They do sell stuff in the gift shop. They sell all this stuff. We just don't have any money to buy anything right now. I've seen them sell the Swimbird plushie. That was one of their merch thingies. Why are you apologizing, Tanny? What are you apologizing for? I forget that this one now gives us a gem too. We wouldn't have had enough for any of the things in there anyways. The cheapest thing was 10 coins. So I'm not too torn up about it. We'll do conservatory this time. Alright, can adjust the rarities of one of these. Servant's quarters is nice. But it is a dead end. Parlor is about as common as I'd want it to be. I love the parlor, but I'm already getting it every day. I don't need that more. Walk-in closet is pretty meh. Oh, you can adjust all of them. I thought you could only adjust one. So parlor's commonplace. Walk-in closet is standard. I keep clicking out unusual. I think we'll make this one standard. And I think I'm leaning towards making walk-in closet unusual. because I don't often rely on walk-in closet. Its items tend to gear more towards like the coin pouch, the coupon book, some dice, gems, those kinds of things. And it's typically just not worth being a dead end. At least to me. So I think I'll shift that towards unusual. And parlor, I'm perfectly happy with it being commonplace. So I think I'll go that route. We'll go north from here. Since we're doing an investing in tomorrow run, that one's not bad. But corridor isn't bad either here. We'll do morning room. Take those. I'm seeing a lot of dig spots in these, but we don't have— oh wait, we do have a shovel. That was an interesting time to find a shovel. We'll duck back, dig this one up. Coin. We found a single coin. Pop this one. Do we want 2 items or do we want gem 2 keys? We've got enough gems, we've got keys. I'm not too worried about that. Go this one. So we get that and we get a sleep mask. That is such a long hallway to a closet. We really should have come from that one. We could have re-rolled easier. Eh, well. We'll head north this way. Corridor is one that keeps straight, so we'll go that way. I guess we'll do bedroom here. It's not ideal, but it does leave it open. Garage keys. I still have not figured out what the hand thingies are for. I've been marking down what ones have the hand things. That might be useful. Calling it a day in the planetarium, gain 2 stars. We could also just get chapel. Get it out of the way. I think we'll do that. We'll get chapel out of the way. Nothing hidden. Nothing hidden in this one. Double checking. Yeah, okay. I just didn't even need to go this way if I didn't want to, but oh well. We'll head— oh, wait. We can dig up these spots. Is there only 2 dig spots in here today? And nothing of value in either? That's a shame. Locked. Already? Let's go check the other door. Why are you stealing the light? Ooh. Kettle is really good, given that we already have shovel. Though that does— I kind of wish that we hadn't dug up the thingy already then. Alright, you want pets. You get pets. Good boy. Alright, so that door's locked. But we can just dig. And now the door is unlocked. Garage will get us more keys. Observatory gets us another route. I'm actually leaning towards garage here. We do have the car keys as well. So we'll do that. Take our 3 keys. Unlock the car. We get a battery pack and a secret garden key. I think this is all the stuff we've already seen. Was there anything of value in here? I always forget. No, it's just the note. Nothing else? Okay. Just lore note. Back to the foundation then. And we've got to use a key here. We can't use the special key there. Ooh, pool. That does get us the pump room and stuff. So I am leaning towards that one. No dig spots in here? I didn't think so. And the only special key we have is the secret garden key, which we can't use here. Sauna, start the day with 20 extra steps. That's not great from where we're currently at. Boiler room's not terrible. I think we'll go with that one. Alright. So then all we need to do for this is pivot that this way. So we turn this on, and then let's try going... Wait, I'm confused. How am I confused, though? Because the locked room should be on the left-hand side, no? Unless locked room is just north. No, locked room is north. Okay, so we want the other way first. I'm just getting myself turned around. And we'll twist that. So we now have power this way. I'm not happy about either of those. Especially not in that spot. That's a waste of a 4. So I think I'm gonna waste my reroll already. Yeah, that was definitely a waste of a reroll. We'll do pantry. We'll go library from here. Get a magnifying glass. And then this is the book we checked out. Is this not... Okay, yeah, this is just the one that's in the observatory. So that's not all that helpful. And then there's one thing I wanted to check in here. On this stat one. So inheritance room 46. It apparently took us, what is that, 6 days? Total time 30 hours. Yeah, that is crazy. Currently have allowance of 6. Where is the one I'm looking for? There it is. Parlors drafted, parlor solved. 27 and 27. So I have not failed any of the puzzles. And it is almost bedtime, Tanny. Eat well. And then we've gotten 6 upgrade discs and 5 red letters. Which we still need to find more of the safes. Because so far the only safe that I know of that we've not unlocked is in the office. And I thought there were 8, which means that there are currently 2 that I don't even know what room they're in. Which is a little bit wild to think about. Okay, so we can get the bookshop, but we definitely don't have enough money to buy anything of value in the bookshop. So we'll get that so that we have access to it. And we'll see what they're selling today. But we'll have to come back later to actually buy something. Okay, so it looks like they sell the same things every time. I really want the Curse of Blackbridge. We bought that one before, and then the game, or like my computer messed up and we lost it. So I want that one. I really want that one. But we don't have that one yet. Wait, why are you confused? Is one of these books the book that was supposed to be the one that we got it? I don't know. But point is, we need money for those. We don't have enough for any of them. So I guess that's gonna be our task today, is just get money so that we can buy books. It's specifically the Blackbridge one. I wonder if it registered that I bought it, even though the game didn't save. That would be my guess. Is that we did unlock it, but the game didn't keep it. Archives isn't great, but I'd rather take that than the gem requirement. It's really interesting for something like low percent. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We've already riddled that. We don't have a key card, so we need to do one of the other 2 doors. Let's try this one. Let's try the other one first. Furnace. It'll get us a key, but that's not what I want. Because I don't want to draw more red rooms today. So do we gamble or do we planetarium so that we have a good place to end the day? I think I'm leaning planetarium. We can unlock the other one with the key. We still don't have a key card, but that's fine. We'll do that one. I don't think we have anything unlocked in there. Secret garden key, it's not gonna fit. But I had to try. Okay, pump room. I'm tempted. It's gonna basically guarantee our run ends there, but that is what we wanted to use. So I think we'll do that. Oh, and it's powered, right? That was one of the things that we did want to power. Because the assumption is now this works. Reserve tank. I'll just dig this up while we're here. Turn it. Okay. We like steps. So then, I think I want to select fountain. And can we just dump fountain into here? Tank one fill. How does that work? Confuse. How does that function? Where does that connect to? Yeah, the reserve tank just doesn't look like it's connected at all. Let's try pulling out of that one. Confused? How do you push into the reserve tank? Is it from the reservoir? Oh, hang on. So that's from that. But why is that not pulling out of there? Oh wait, was it this other one? No? I am confused. Okay, well, first off, we want to put some stuff back into this reservoir. So we can do that. Shoot, what did we want it at, though? All right. We'll roll with that one first. Why not? But how do I? So we're gonna do fountain. Fountain is 1, so fountain goes into that one. How do you work this additional one? What does that one even connect to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that all works. Those connect to that. But where does that come from? I feel like I'm misunderstanding a thing. Is it something from the boiler room? But I don't know what part of the boiler room it would be. Because I've already fiddled with all those. Those connect to those. Okay, you don't need to exit the room. Thank you for telling me that. That is at least confirmation in the right direction. That does have arrow up, but that just seems like it's connected to that thing. And I can only have one of these selected at a time. Oh. I'm dumb. I was hitting the wrong button. Is that as far as it'll go? Is that as filled as it'll be? Looks like it has room for one more, though. That connected to that one. So if that's the case, then I should be able to use fountain pointed that direction, push that up. to further drain the fountain. And then fill that the rest of the way. Alright, now we don't actually need fountain entrance again. So I think I'm gonna leave that there and go... yes, I do occasionally do that. I think I'm gonna go down the foundation and check what the water level looks like at the reservoir. Because I don't know what level we want that at. Map. So through the pool. Hydrate. I sure hope that door stays open. If not, we're in a bit of trouble. Okay, good. It stays unlocked. Alright, and then this way is what we need. Okay. So that's where that's at. That is in line with that one. But the boat is at the wrong spot. How would we use the boat? It looks like there might be stairs on that side. So do we need to get the fountain drained and go to that side? I mean, there are swim trunks, but they're at the other thingy. Unless the real thing is just empty the reservoir and get to the bottom of it. But it does look like the boat should be usable. I think we're gonna start with just empty the reservoir. And then we're gonna worry about how do you access both the boat and the fountain. Because I imagine bottom of reservoir is a one-time thing. That, or it's something that you can go back and get later again. But I want to try draining the reservoir fully. So let's try that. Because I think we had like one left in it last time. So if we select a reservoir, we are in fact draining it. That needs to go into the fountain then. Which is gonna be fountain that way. And then up. Reservoir that way. Put that back into fountain. And then the other options that we have on here are the aquarium, which I don't know what happens when you drain that one. But we currently don't have an aquarium to check. The kitchen, which I believe is just a hold. The greenhouse turns on the sprinklers. And the pool, if you drain it, has coins at the bottom. But we'll start with reservoir that we've just done. And then it's probably good that we're at a dead end anyways, given that we're now technically over time. It is time to end stream, but I wanna finish up what we're doing. Oh, the kitchen actually has a tap that gives water when it's filled and not when not. Well, that makes sense. I suppose that's used for the watering can then? Because I'm pretty sure you can refill the watering can from places after you use it. Alright, that definitely looks like we can reach stuff now. So what are all of these? Wait, these are all locked trunks? Oh, what is this then? Oh man, okay, we've uncovered something even more than I thought it was. We only have one key currently. How do we decide which trunk to open? Those two are the same. Those two look like they match. I assume that there's at least one match for every trunk at this point. Is there any that don't have a match? That's the other question. So like, wasn't there a blue moon? Yeah, blue moon. Is there a second blue moon? Because there's blue sun. It's like blue water there. Blue moon is there. So blue moon has a pair. And blue moon has 3. Black moon. I might take a little break from it since we have reached an ending, but I will probably come back to it at this rate. Like, I'm sitting here trying to figure out what the puzzle of these chests are. I don't even know what they are. I know that they're locked, and I know that I have a single key, so there's no way I'm getting them all today. But I want to know what the deal is, but I'm scared to open one. Is there only one red moon? No, there's 2 red moons, because there's a red moon there and a red moon there. There's a red sun there. Red sun there. What about a black moon? You know, there's a black moon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 black chests. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white chests. So immediately that tells me white has to have one that doesn't have a pair. Because we've got white waves there. White waves there, that's the pair. White sun. And another white waves. Okay, so white waves has 3 then. Which means that it's not about pairs. What does that mean then, though? Because there obviously is some pairs. There just is. If it's not about pairs, then it's got to be about the colors and the symbols on them. So, red and blue have obvious ties in the game, because they're 2 colors of 2 different countries. Because it's the, let me pull up my notes again. Where is it? Uh-oh, is it not in these notes? It might be one that I left in the pictures. No, but I definitely wrote it with the flag notes. It would have been in the classrooms. Because I know purple was the hourglass shape, if I recall. I think the heart was red? I don't remember which one was supposed to be blue. But that's not those symbols. Frick, I'm cursing my notes now. I did not take as good notes as I thought. Oh, hang on. There's the thing. So the heart was orange. That's heart heat spring. The hourglass was purple. Mountains were yellow. So that's that. None of those are blue or red, or black or white. The other one that did mention colors was the rune thingies, which I specifically just have as a picture of the page because I could not be bothered that much to do it. Where the borders had they corresponded to the banner and national colors of that specific realm, where the options were white, black, red, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange, and white. Blue's not an option there. So I'm not sure if that's the same option, but it is interesting that red, black, and white are options here. And if I recall, I believe there was one more page in that book that did have some mention of blue, I had thought. Flipping through my pictures again, trying to find the right one. No, it mentions red banners. Red banners, Marshall, fog. So if that's the case, blue stands out as the one. We know the moon is Mount Holly stuff most of the time. Or like, because the last door to room 46 had the moon. So that sticks out to me. But it's still a matter of which one. And the color black just feels off to me as well. So I'm actually leaning towards random guess, essentially, and just see what these hold. Because I don't think we have all the pieces at this point. I've kind of exhausted my list of random loose threads at this point. So it's a question of which one speaks to us. So if we're gonna vibe check, we're gonna act like we're coming down the stairs. Those are the first 4 we see. There's a whole lot more that way. Vibe check is telling me this box, the blue sun. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm drawn to this box, but I think this is the one we're gonna open. The green memos and blue boxes are true. Okay, so this is one of those, each box is gonna give you a card with a hint type thing. That's the type of puzzle this one is in then. So, interesting to know. And I don't think there's anything more we can do with that one. We're out of keys. I kind of wish we had more keys. We don't. And we don't have a garage, so we can't use that one. Can't use the secret garden key, because the only door that we have is that one. I think we just want to go end the day in the planetarium then. And yes, I'm aware it is bedtime. I think we're gonna leave that drained, because that side's just the, there was a thing over there, though. Wasn't there? There was... yeah, the archives was a security door. So we don't have a key card or any way to open that. I will save in the planetarium. I'm currently just trying to think through if we want to raise the water and try and use the fountain entrance and confirm that side. Or if we want to leave the water where it is. Because we do have a heck of a lot of steps still. I can go for like another 30 minutes without pushing it too much. So I'm not... Hang on, what was that roll for? Was that for summoning Yeet? Here, I will give you guys Yeet. Because that's easy to do when we're basically at last part of stream anyways. So you can enjoy Yeet for the last part. And then... Is it worth checking out the other side? Because there is something over there, I remember. But I don't remember what, and we don't necessarily have the item for it. I would spin this and go check the thingy. Actually, I can. I can just spin this to where we can check the thingy. That is specifically that one over there. I don't have any raspberries. I already... no, I didn't eat all my raspberries. I have chocolate-covered raspberries in front of me that I've forgotten all stream. I completely forgot about my snacks. I've been too invested in this game. Torch chamber. That's what's over there. Yep. I am forgetful when it comes to food when I'm doing things that I am interested in. Why is that an I'm proud of you moment? Yeah, I think Torch Chamber probably has to be saved for another time. Maybe we do that through a Catacombs run? Because we don't have the burning glass, which is probably what we need to turn on the torches. Though that does confuse me. Because that's excavation tunnel. We did go down the fountain before. And we were over here. We did make it to this minecart. That was closed. What am I fixing, Eternal? Well, now you have popcorn that isn't super old. What was it, like 2 years old or something? I want to go see the torch chamber, but I don't know if I want to go do that now. July of 2024. That is old. Sure, I'm gonna go check it. I am too curious. I'm a curious kitty and need to go sort out something. So I need to get to the other side. which means that I need to go empty the fountain. Beet does protect me. Beet protects me and my raspberries. I know it's bedtime, but I can stay up a little bit late. It's fine. Alright, fountain. Reservoir. I still don't know what level the reservoir needed to be at for the boat. Maybe all the way up? No gnawing on my raspberries. Only I can gnaw on my raspberries. What? What do you mean I caused the raspberries to be priced at that? I'm making them seem more in demand. Alright, I'm gonna assume that's close enough. So then, shortest route is gonna be through the foundation, I think, to go out the front. That'll also let us pop in and see. Well, actually, no, because we're gonna go through the other side of the basement. So we'll see the reservoir from the other side. And I don't know what the price of a single raspberry is. I assume that's what MSRP is. Okay, so then we went other way. No, never mind. I got confused by something. Yeah. Alright, fountain. So we definitely don't have the stuff. We'll leave. Actually, wait. How many coins are there? There's like only 2. Should have stocked up more coins, but oh well. Door. Up. Around. Boat. Okay, we are at wrong height for boat. So one more would have been boat height, I think. If we wanted to use boat to the other side. But what we actually want to see is this torch puzzle. This thingy. Yeah, this requires burning glass for sure. Do we have access to a thingy? We do. We have access to one in the Blackstone Grotto. So we can go use upgrade disc. Or in the Blackbridge Grotto, that one. Alright, so to the grotto, because we don't have burning glass, so that's not good. And that's not open either, which is fine. Yes, Tanny? If you're gonna yell at me saying it's bedtime, I am aware. Might as well pick these up. It's a shame we can't just dump more in the shrine. 7 is not enough for the gift shop. Oh, no, well, no, we're 1 off from the bookshop. Because bookshop minimum had 8. Insert disc. What do we upgrade? More popcorn. Ooh, parlor upgrade. What is it, Tanny? Two wind-up keys is unnecessary. Well, I'm gonna hydrate and I'm gonna finish the day. So, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so the 2 real options that we have are funeral parlor, which the diamond price is equal to the number of red rooms in your house. If you open an empty box in the funeral parlor, lose 30 steps. Or just the parlor with 3 gems. I think I'm just gonna go parlor with 3 gems. Parlor triggers so early that I don't think it's worth it for the red rooms. This is a much safer bet. Alright. So we've got that, which means that our last thing that we need to do... Wait. Before I exit. How many are there? Only 4. Never mind. Last thing we need to do is go reset the pumps so that the reservoir is empty, and then end in the planetarium thingy. Yeah, planetarium. I was correct. Oh, that makes sense. But then you'd have to go back for all the gems, and that's just waste, it feels like. I think I prefer just the steady 3 gems. I mean, you could get 11, but if you're that late in the day, I don't think there's much point of having that many gems. It's one of those could be useful, but not necessarily. Do not eat gems. Study for rolling? Oh, I guess that makes sense. So going to the pool. And then pump room. Fountain. Dump that in the fountain. the other one into fountain. Reservoir. Empty reservoir. Flip the other way. Just gotta wait for water to move. I kind of wish that if you got the fountain all the way up, it had like a water geyser or something in it. It was more than just a pond type thing. Oops, nope. Other way. Do not eat rocks, except for salt. Eat that in moderation. All right. So now we've got everything except for reservoir set up. So now we just go into planetarium and end day there. Call it a day. Call it. No eating geodes. So yeah, not a bad day for just learning stuff. Yes, we will be back on Sunday. On Sunday we are doing plate up. No, do not eat uranium. Eating uranium's bad. Yeah, we'll be back with plate up on Sunday. I haven't played that in a while, so we'll see how I am on stream. I've only done like a couple of rounds of it just to make sure the game still works with all the mods that I have. So it'll be very interesting to see how that goes. I mean, how I am at directing you and Net is basically the question at that point. And I am still baffled that we managed to actually get to room 46 today. I was not expecting that. And I was even less expecting just the white freaking screen that was there and scaring all of us. And welcome in, False. You did miss us beating the game, but well, not 100%ing it. We did get to the freaking final room, and it's now our manor properly. But there are so many mysteries to uncover still. Yeah. So Sunday is going to be played up, and then Tuesday is going to be another productive stream. I haven't fully settled on what it's going to be. I've got a couple options. I know I said it would be working on Atomi's model before, but then I remembered that like the first step is going to be working on the body, and Twitch don't typically like that, so that one might be held off for a later one. Some other things that I've thought about are merch or just doodling more stuff. So it'll be some kind of productive stream. I can promise that much. And then next Thursday we have another fun one coming up, because we're going to be doing RV there yet again, and we have not only Adam and Loki, but we also have an Aniki joining us on that one. So we'll be introducing a new person to RV there yet and showing them the winter map that we had some very fun glitches on last time, so we'll see if we encounter any more silliness or if it continues to be us working together in a reasonably competent manner. And then on the following Saturday, we will have more 7 days, which I'm excited for. I've got all kinds of things planned. Let's see who we want to go raid, though. Now that we've actually beaten, or like gotten to room 46, do we want to do someone who's playing blueprints, or do we want someone that we know? Because I know we typically avoid someone else doing blueprints, since we'd want to avoid spoilers. But we are kind of mid-game now, so yeah. Maybe someone we know, just to stick with the usual. There is quite a few choices. There's Zowie, Coralziet, Desync, Wolfdad Duke. Spoilers do grow larger as game goes. Okay, so we do definitely want to avoid raiding someone playing blueprints, and 10 out of 10, Loaf is always silver. Let's see. Coralziet is doing Portal, so that would stick with Puzzle. Puzzle go into Puzzle. So I'm leaning towards that. Let's just make sure that she's not ending. Does not look like she is. So I think we'll go ahead and raid into her. And then, is there anything else I need to say at the end of stream? Not that I can think of. I still need to make the yeet emotes that you guys can roll for him like you can roll for Fred and Frank. I do plan on letting you guys have just the roll command essentially, but that'll come after emote. So very, very, very good plans for that. Yeah. So I will see you guys on Sunday. Do widzenia!